Alright, here we have the entry of Bep Bep and Darth Sater. I'm just doing a flyby here so I can kind of capture a nice skyward view of the place, if you will, and then we'll journey inside. Full disclaimer, I did go through this first. Now I'm adding the audio for the commentary after the fact. So that'll be a little cleaner on the audio for everybody. So I just kind of, find out where the front door is, and I'm going to kind of hop in there in a little bit. And you'll notice that I like to kind of check out the various design elements as I go around. It's a lot of the little things that help make something look pretty awesome. And that's where I fell even when I build myself, is I'm not really good with implementing a lot of extras and little design facets to help make things really pop. Like, who would think to put hay bales and pumpkins right there, right? Although I don't really see any animals when I look around, so I'm not sure who's eating the hay. But we've had 4 entries for the Town Hall contest, and I'm going through them in order that they were posted on the forums. So it's very cool to kind of see what people have put together. And I'm going along with a grading sheet, which you saw the criteria there, so that's the first thing that I'm kind of going along with. And so we'll see what I'm up to here once I start getting inside. But very good color scheme on the outside, and I come in and I see buttons, so I have to press them. I think that's kind of human nature. Are any of these actually going to do anything? And I know that some people have mentioned secrets, so just kind of what are those buttons linked to? So you'll notice that as I go through here, sometimes I'll drop it spec and just kind of look for redstone, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything when I go through a build, because I'd hate to miss out on a secret, and then that wasn't factored in for the contest. So, and here I am trying out. If I sit down here, since we have the better chairs plug-in, sitting in a chair and just kind of trying it out. You'll see that I kind of do this periodically throughout the video. So here's one of the things we got to look for right here is that intake chest, right? So we're going to test it out. Should be a trap chest. That should stay. And then when the chest closes, then it actually gets sucked down. And I checked my F3 screen just to triple check that it is indeed a trap chest. And then we'll test to make sure that it actually did feed down into the basement. But right now I have no idea how to get down into the basement. So, scoping out design elements, looking at the entryways, windows, the interior decorating there, like the cacti, the little potted plant there, the clay with the blue flower. Here's our secured access area, so obviously that lock-it sign will get updated and be private. So now we found our way into the basement. So we have storage down here, making sure that there's rooms for signs on the boxes. My gunpowder, which is what my test item is has made it down into the basement, so that is all good, well and ready to go. Alright, so we're just going to fly upstairs. I did kind of like the checkered wool with the white and the gray throughout this build. I thought that was kind of interesting. And the various log, I'm a fan of the darker colors mixed with a lighter color. And so, trying to figure out what's this room for, but then it dawns on me that we have seating and it's all pointed up here to the front. So this must be like a meeting room of sorts for like a presentation or something. So, of course, I always got to try those out, right? So there it is, Ekzim at the podium kind of thing. Coming over here, we got a little seating area and a little window that pokes out to the outside. So again, lots of little elements in this build that I've come to like. You'll see here that we have 3rd floor being like the staff work area, so everyone kind of has like the cubicle farm environment, if you will, just Minecraft style. So here I am sitting at a desk trying some things out. So pretty fun stuff. And unfortunately, that guy died. I'm sure he'll figure things out, and there's the obligatory rip. So, checking out all the chests, I just wanted to see, what was up with all the chests. I'm very much a fan of clicking on a bunch of stuff. You'll see that here as I kind of go through things. Spiral staircase, just kind of checking that out. Banister work there with the fence, and we make it up here. And it looks like we kind of have like an old-timey, like it hasn't been cleaned down in a little while. So we've got this cache of cobwebs peppered in a little bit here, so that was a pretty nice touch there. Although I'm not sure why we have a town hall that kind of has areas that aren't being used. Like, I don't know, like, is this a dirty area? What's going on? So we got cool head, creeper head right there. And then I did like the little nice touches here with the signs of what these things are with the bookcases. So, you know, kind of like being an official government building for ImagineCraft, the town hall. Those signs and the bookcases, I thought that was pretty cool. You know, census records, we keep up with who plays here. You know, we got the white list. And then, you know, you always got to have your secret files, right? So we have secret files on Midgard. No, not really. But I thought that was pretty funny that they put that in there. You know, everyone always wants to know what Midgard is up to and what are they doing. So there's that, you know, top secret approach to things. Again, we got the cobwebs peppered in. I did like the glowstone for the lighting in here. I thought that was pretty neat. You know, Minecraft's kind of limited in what you have for lighting, but you'll see throughout these builds that we've got some creativity amongst the different designs and what people decided to use. So glowstone was the item of choice here for this build. Alright, not sure what I'm doing here. Just kind of looking around, I guess. Oh, we're going to go check out the roof a little bit more. So here we go. So I'm flying around the house a little bit, checking out the roof work in a little bit more detail. And the outside. So very good use of the brick, kind of accenting the lines of the build, if you will. Something that I probably failed to do in my own stuff. I just kind of like use all one thing. So we have these stairs I thought were kind of cool on the outside of the build, so just want to try those out. I always try walking around like I'm just kind of strolling along as a player. You know, where's this door go? Over, and we went directly into the meeting room here. So, you know, if I were to explore, taking a look at things again, a lot more decoration even on the outside. With we got various shrubbery, so I thought that was kind of neat as well. Got the nice poppies there. Alright, so we're going back in spec, taking another look around. So I do like how those windows are shown on the roof. I thought that was pretty cool. And we have that top deck area. Which also is kind of nice if you're flying in with an elytra and you just want to drop in. You don't have to use the ground entrance. You could just land up here and stroll right in and just start walking downstairs if you wanted to. So again, this particular design is Bet Bet Beaches and Darth Sader. So I think they did a pretty good job. I'm not sure what's going on here with the railing. I kind of spent a little bit of time looking at this because it's like floating banisters or floating supports there. Not sure how I feel about that. Like that side there was good, but I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't connected. So it kind of, to me personally, like that's a thing. Like that should connect. Alright, so we're looking around here on the outside again. And I do spend probably a good bit of time at each one of these, or at least I felt. There's one particular building here that just took a long time to go through. And I almost missed a room. So it was pretty interesting how that went. Alright, so let's take a look. We've got Pisa Murata and IR Ross. This is their build. Starting off at the portal here, we have this really long trek. Kind of put a little road to their place. Nice touch. Very well lit. I don't have to worry about any mobs coming after me. And, oh, look at what we're coming upon here. We've got very nicely, I mean, that looks really official. We've got all that quartz there. Must have been in the nether for quite some time. So, again, we're just going to do a quick flyover. Take a look at some of the outside elements here real quick, just to kind of know what we're dealing with. So we have very symmetrical quadrants here with our trees in each corner. Got little beacons or torches, if you will. And I'm not talking like a Minecraft beacon, just a flame there at the top encased in glass, so you can see that even at the nighttime. Alright, so again, we're just gonna zip right into here and just kind of take a peek before I actually switch back over and start running into it. So the screenshot actually had their roof here. I thought this was very nice use of the new terracotta, so that was actually pretty cool. And we do have our basement area here which we'll find out more about in just a moment. So just take a look here, and we're going to start back at the beginning, and let's go ahead and drop in here like we're doing this for real. So here I am. Not quite sure what we got going on here. Press the button, and this must be a way that we can get into the basement. The contest requirement was one way to get into the basement, so there's actually 3 different ways that we can get into this basement. We have our storage room, we have ample signage area, we have a chest, which we'll demo here in a little bit, make sure everything flows when I put my gunpowder into the chest. And let's check out the other side here. Again, nicely well lit. We got various flames and glowstone blocks for lighting down there. And again, we can get in and out here with the portals, or not portals, but the trapdoors. Alright, so we do have our slime jump, which is always fun. I'm just making sure that that button is only for that and nothing else, so give it a whirl. And of course, I totally didn't move off quick enough. So there we go. Just enough height just to get right up there to the top. And of course, you can go back down. So there's another entryway point. The walls here actually have IC branding, which I thought was pretty awesome, with banners this time. I don't think I've really seen a lot of banner usage when it came to how people were doing that. Usually we just do the blocks. So that was interesting. We have a message board here to let everyone know, what's going on. And there's our intake chest. So here we go. Toss gunpowder in should stay, because we should be using a trap chest. It is a trap chest. And my item's gone, so that we'll go down to the basement. We'll look for that here. Alright, did my gunpowder make it? Yes, it did. So that is a success. We did move items from the main floor here down to the basement. A lot of quartz on this build. We've got some spruce, we've got some stone brick. We got our quick access on the other side for the facing. It's just the, what are we looking at here? East and west sides, so there's no south and north entryway points here, so at least it's limited in that regard. But on the score sheet, I did have to take off a point for having more than one way to get into the basement, since I didn't want just one way. But things can always be slightly adjusted, right? What I'm mainly going to be looking for here is overall design. The previous build, Bep and Darsader actually scored 5 out of 5 on their criteria, the checklist that I shared here at the beginning of the video. And Pisa and Ross, I believe, have 4 out of 5 just because they had more than one way to get into the basement. So I really like the lighting in here. I thought that was kind of cool with how they did the end rods up here at the top, just to kind of add more pizzazz to everyone being able to see the blocks at the top of the roof. That was really well done. And then the hanging flames on coal blocks and with the iron fence. We got our nice seating area, and then of course the redstone right underneath this to make all that work. Always do like to take the time to appreciate the redstone that people do. And there was nothing in here that said you needed to use redstone in the contest, but I think that if you can add a little extra redstone touch to a build, that's always a, you always get cool points for that. I'm sure Cyber would agree with me. So again, just making sure that I don't miss anything whenever I'm poking around. I always want to make sure that there isn't more to the build that meets the eye of just strolling through. So I'm just kind of looking around, making sure there isn't any other elements to this that I'm missing. Backing out for a nice full view. Again, we're going to take a little closer look at what they did here in each of the corners. There's the torch, if you will, or maybe kind of like a beacon of light. that was a really nice touch there. Which is kind of cool, you know, if you just want to run right into the basement, you get it. Alright, now we have Turtle Fairy and Quirdius's build. This one was rather interesting to go through. We'll start off with the flyover. Again, we're looking to make sure that it looks official. That's one of the criteria. And we see some more of that ImagineCraft branding on the building there, which we'll get a close-up in a little bit when we do the walkthrough of the property. Not sure about that random lava pit right there. Thought that was kind of interesting. But the roof work here is pretty stunning. I do like the contrast between the spruce and the cobble there. And then there's a random leaf block there, which I thought was rather interesting. Not sure about that. I guess there's a leaf on the roof, or a set of leaves. So lots of torches there to prevent mob spawns on the top, always very important in survival. Little shrubs and trees around on the outside here. We've got like a man-made lake back there. Had some water lilies. That was kind of cool. Or I guess I should say pond would probably be more appropriate. A little pond. Random cave. It's like, huh, okay. Alright, so we got lots of shrubbery on the outside. Lots of little tulips, looks like. Their work area here on the outside. Shulker boxes. Probably not included, right? Alright, so we'll drop in here and begin to actually walk up. Again, ground access is a requirement. Alright, so we're gonna stroll on in. I was actually surprised that the plates were there. It kind of snuck up on me. So, of course, I gotta play around and beat me. Alright, so we come in. Welcome to the town hall. How may we help you? The rest of the signs are just kind of plus signs. One thing to really read there, and I like to, you'll see I have to click on a whole bunch of stuff as I go through here. So, really expansive entryway here. You come in, it just opens up. This place is huge. That's my first impression when I first come in here. We got this nice tile checkered floor, pretty cool contrast. We got our seats and another podium set up here. So now we have two builds that have like a presentation area or, you know, lecture stand. So always gotta give this a try. So there we are. Hear ye, all ye ImagineCrafters, or whatever you might want to think about whenever you give a speech in one of those. So these are all fences, no gates. You can actually hear the water stream from this point. So I thought that was actually kind of nice, just a nice place to relax and chill, and hear the Minecraft water rushing by, which kind of deleted all the video audio out of this, because I was doing a lot of talking on TeamSpeak. But you can always go there yourself, right? So the coordinates are posted up on Voxel Map in the top right hand corner. You can go check it out in the meantime. Cool design here. You got a nice table, quartz stairs. Thought that was pretty neat. So I'm kind of like in this library area with lots of books and my pal Mr. Skeleton, or at least his head. And I thought that was kind of cool with like the carpet. So we have carpet, but then we have this mossy, grungy looking stone right there. It's interesting, nice little placement. Checking out the doors, where did they go? Looking at the arches here. Going back in. So torches in the item frames, always very cool. Little pot with a plant. Again, shrubbery. All these little design elements that I don't really think myself to do. So I always make sure that I wholeheartedly take things in whenever I'm running around. And like everybody else, whenever you see a button, you just have to press it, right? So those weren't linked up to anything, but it was just design. Got a portrait here, painting. More decoration. We have a information desk, nice fireplace right there, nice mantle, cobblestone. We're seeing some more spider webs in people's designs, and we also have custom heads here. So there's a little diamond door block, which I thought was pretty cool. There's our chest. Again, make sure trap chest. There, my gunpowder did stay in case I wanted to do takebacks. And it closes, and my gunpowder has been whisked away to the basement area somewhere. So taking a look here, we got more chests. Checking those out. We got a smaller custom head block up there, so that was kind of cool. More buttons, and sometimes people like to be sneaky with their fireplaces. So I'm just kind of like peeking in there to see if I can see anything. Alright, so anvils there at the top. We've got plants. Not quite sure what's going on here with the little rail. Maybe my Minecraft imagination is... oh, you know what? That's probably a piano. That's probably what that is, because the hinge with the top part of the piano. So that's actually kind of clever. Got a nice like baby grand in the corner. We're going to walk up this fancy staircase, and we see seating areas and more paintings. We got the nice glass panes, shrubbery, rose bushes. Add some color in here. We've got Mr. Cow outside. He could use some hay from that first build. Come out here onto the porch. I did like seeing porch access points. Elytras are a big thing these days, so it wouldn't surprise me if someone just wanted to fly in and just get right into the building. So that's kind of a nice added thing. Nice glass work here, multiple colors. Really nice way to get in and out of all the doors. Very thoughtful. And of course I'm fighting with the door because I didn't think about the plate right there. Good times. So again, checking everything out. More anvils. Always gotta question these paintings, like can you get through paintings? Armor suit or armor stand decked out with iron armor. We've got a nice meeting area here with a bunch of chairs, plates. Table's nicely decorated. Pretty cool. Lots of little nooks and crannies and things in this one. You got these chests that are sorted around. It's the extras are, I think, spaced out pretty well. It's not too busy. And more custom heads in here. We got Iron Man. I thought that was kind of cool going through this because there's Creeper that you don't expect to see. We have the heads on the server for people to buy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're spending their points on actually buying these heads. So whenever we see them, it always kind of takes me by surprise. Like, oh, hey, yeah, people were actually using the custom heads. So it's pretty cool. Nice there with the jukebox. We've got Spider-Man hanging out at the top. Captain America there on the bottom left-hand corner. So interesting room here. A lot of extras. And of course the custom heads I did like. Alright, mosey in and out. Just gotta hit a door just because I can. There's that ImagineCraft branding here on the glass. Really big, IC. So gotta love that. I do like the branding on any of this because it helps make it stand out as being official ImagineCraft, so that does gain extra design points, if you will, to the official category. Yeah, I'm sitting up here at the bar. Maybe I'm eating some fish one day or some sushi or something. Yeah, so I'm just kind of trying that out. Got some signs here. So who keeps stealing my sandwich? Wasn't me. Wipes crumbs away, and that's the staff notice board. Again, place where we can put signs. Thought that was kind of neat. Did see that in a previous build. Okay, again, we got a nice little balcony here. Excellent use of decorations here on the outside. We got the shrubbery to kind of break things up, add a little extra pizzazz. Got like the kegs. And we have our storage containers here of various things. So I did want to take a peek here. Again, when I'm going through these, I don't want to miss anything. Someone could have put something cool in a chest or what have you. So I'm just making sure that everything's good. Nice cooking area. I'm wondering why there's 2 melons missing. Somebody got hungry. Maybe that was part of that tasty sandwich. It was like a watermelon sandwich or something. Had to resist the urge to click the levers. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of fly around a little bit here and check out the roof. Do like the lighting here with like the chandeliers. Again, the roof is very well lit here with torches. Got that accent of all the cobblestone. Now it's either spruce or dark oak, I can't tell at the moment. Sometimes I usually have to F3 to kind of check that out. I guess spruce, but I could be wrong. So I found the basement area, but I couldn't figure out the basement area when I was just walking around. So that is pretty interesting. So now I'm trying to figure out how in the world do you get down here legitimately. So let's check out this maintenance room just to see what's up here. So we got a lot of redstone. Look at the cobble fiber. So someone left you a note. Hopefully you watched the video and you see that here. I'm not sure if that was Turtle Fairy or Cordius throwing redstone on cobblestone. We got directions to the main hall, so we can come up out of here and, whoa, hey, look at that. I was just talking about picture frames a little bit ago, but there's a door in the front. So this was actually pretty clever. So I was like, you know, can I actually click on the door through here? But you can't. So you actually get stopped. Cannot enter this way. So that was pretty neat there too. So this is an exit only tunnel that comes out through the frame. I'm trying to see if I can get my cursor past the painting. So this was pretty neat. I did really like how that was done. So we're gonna poke around here a little bit more as I get lost. I thought you guys would rather enjoy me trying to see how I did all this. So yeah, I can come out just fine. But how in the world am I supposed to get in here legitimately? So, haven't quite tested things out yet. Right now I'm like trying to figure out. So again, it's like, oh, here's another exit, and we come out through Kung Fu Fighting. And again, can't right click to get past the painting to open the door. So those are exits. So now I'm just going to be like, where do you actually get in at? Alright, so now we're going to have to figure out what's going on here. So one of the advantages is spec mode, so I can start poking around. And then I'm reminded about that fireplace and people hiding things. And why do we have pistons in a fireplace? So that tipped me off that we have pistons here. So something is up. These pistons are probably going to be how I get in. And we have the information desk again. Let's look real close here. There's probably a button or a trigger of some kind that I can press to let me get in or out. So I'm just kind of looking around real close inside the fireplace here. Momo decided to stop by to see what I was doing, so she's over there. Yep, there's buttons. Look at that. There's those buttons right there. So now we know that it's with a button. Now the question is, can I get lucky and actually... Oh, look at that. Boom. So now I'm just kind of pleased at myself because I figured this out, right? So that was actually really cool. You would have to know that that was there, or just have dumb luck and spam right click until it opened up. So that is really awesome. We have one way to get into the basement in this build. And I did like the touch here with the redstone lamps letting me know that there was actually a louder, or excuse me, a indicator to know that the chest was full. My apologies for Skype going off. I didn't think about that laptop over there. Very nicely decorated. We have room for signs for our chests. We do have the redstone indicator to let us know when there's actually something to pick up and get out of the chest. Nice touch. I'm a big fan of redstone lamps. They can be used for a lot of things, and I do like them on collection chests to know that, hey, you've got mail, essentially. So we have this maintenance room thing right here, which I'm like, this back door. So that does add another way to get in. You know, if this build is the winning build, then we would have to figure out sealing that up, right? We don't want anyone to just walk in through that door and then you end up in all the goodies back here. So, mentioning the score sheet stuff from earlier, let me just take a look here at what they had. So for Cordius and Turtle Fairy, they did get 4 out of 5, and that's because they do have multiple ways to get in, because they have a door in the back that says maintenance. So kind of gotta watch out for that. So it's been really interesting to see how people interpret the event rules with things and the criteria, because that's the only criteria I put in there, other than you know, it was open-ended for how you wanted to do your design. But this build, very lovely, has that like old ImagineCraft feel. With the first community center, the palette is very similar, which I kind of get that warm, fuzzy ImagineCraft feeling when I went through this. So here it is, Cordeus and Turtle Fairy. Alright, we have Civi and Cyber Drain's build. Very official looking. Kind of looks like the United States White House, with the exception of that Dutch flag on the top. My goodness, that thing is huge. Alright, we'll do a quick flyover like we've been doing with the other ones here. Just kind of take it all in. This is a very tall building. Out here in the mesa, which is rather interesting space to put this. That quartz does really pop here, though. That's a lot of quartz. Kind of like that little half circle in the front. That's kind of cool. We got shrubbery on the outside. Lots of arches over the windows with the wood and the stairs. We got birch fence. What's going on in there? Got different platforms or tiers. A lot of open space to the outside via balconies. Again, that big Dutch flag. I don't know if we're designing something for ImagineCraft or we're doing something for Dutchland here. The Netherlands. Alright, so we got some redstone lamps there. That was pretty cool. We'll get to... I'm just totally checking out the outside of this. This is crazy. But here we go. We're going to drop in and we approach the beginning. What way to go. Okay, so we got a couple different ways that come into the building. Okay, I'll lead in here to this entryway. Got a donation in here. Alright, so very cool. Chest out with our gunpowder. Oh, my item went away right away. Not a trap chest. So criteria was to use trap chest, that's regular chest. And my item's gone. So no takebacks for Ekzim if I really didn't want that to go. So that would need to be something that be remedied if this was the winning build. You need to make sure that's a trap chest. Alright, so we're just going to take a look around. Again, we got a nice place someone can sit, greet people if they wanted to. Got nice resources there, the library books, or just bookshelves in general. I did like the carpet coming in here. It kind of broke up the wood floor a little bit. So I'm just kind of checking things out. The sea lantern underneath the cauldron was a pretty cool touch. And we have very high ceilings in here. And again, we're seeing some more terracotta come into play with the later builds here, since we're on, we're past where they introduced that, so it's nice to see people use the new blocks. So I really did like this touch here. And then really big windows. Again, a lot of space in here. Not quite sure what's going on in there. Swimming pool, perhaps? So we're just going to kind of tour around the building here. We got some paintings, some shelves, more bookshelves. Alright, what we got here? Elevator to the basement. Okay, we got a button. Alright, let's give this a whirl. Oh boy, going down. Hippity hoppity. It's getting dark down here. Oh, how long is this gonna go for? My goodness, this is one heck of an elevator, people. Look at that. Oh, is it done? Alright, cool. Where are we going? Again, we got some interesting block designs here. That terracotta, this is pretty cool looking. Haven't been seeing a lot of builds use this just yet, so I like it. I like how people are using the new blocks. Big vault door kind of thing here. Wow, what's that, 4x4? So, pretty crazy. We can talk about that secure area. So, you might drop down the elevator shaft, but good luck getting through the door. Because you gotta be right behind me if you're gonna try to follow me in here. So just fun to play with. Alright, we got each of the chests in here. We got signage. exactly how it's supposed to be. There's my gunpowder, so it did make it down here where it was supposed to. Okay, so there's the hopper in the back, 2 of them. We got the rest of the chests. Redstone lamps in here, very well lit. I kind of like the black glass of this thing too, so it kind of gives that like you're walking on air kind of feel. And we're going to go back up. This time I'm just going to sit in the minecart, and we're going to bounce as we go back up. There's quite a bit of a noise to this as you're going back up, if you can imagine. I'm not going to try to mimic it for you. You just have to go there to the build and check it out. Alright, so there we go. That was the elevator. Pretty snazzy. Have not seen someone's elevator like that in any of these builds. And like I said, I do appreciate redstone. Alright, meeting area. Looks like this is supposed to be a staff room. We got all the staff peeps with their names on there. Admiral Peaches. Oh yeah. And again, we have more bookshelves, cauldrons, leaves for shrubbery. The windows are really nice in here. Really large, like you see outside. Brings in a lot of light from the outside during the day. Unfortunately, I'm looking at this at night, I think. Alright, we got more Dutch colors here. Not sure what's going on in that room with the floor. And paintings are pretty good to break up wall space. Starting to see a theme. A lot of people are liking paintings to help do that. We've got our fireplace here. Nice grandfather clock. I did like the kind of the pendulum there hanging, being gold block, so that was pretty cool. Hadn't seen a grandfather clock in any build on Minecraft that I've had the pleasure of looking at, so pretty nice touch. Got quartz block, broken up by quartz pillar. There's Civi there. Got some buttons. They don't seem to do very much. They're there. What's up, guy? How you doing? Alright. Seating areas. I like how everyone has incorporated seating areas into the build, and the lighting on the wall with the end rods is pretty cool too. You know, you can only use torches so much, so breaking things up like this is great. This room was rather exotic, would be a good way to put it. We got this bright purple or magenta, and we've got that crazy bed that looks like it was something right out of Mario. And we have this this bed here. Maybe it's like a car bed or something like that. Trapdoors or wheels or something. I'm just trying to use my imagination a little bit here. So, nice lamp with terracotta. That was pretty dope. I did see something similar in Turtle Fairy and Cordius's build too. More sea lanterns in here. Smaller bedroom area. So I'm just trying to go room by room because again this build is super massive, and now I'm trying to check all the paintings I see because who knows what could be behind the paintings. Okay, so we got like a toilet area. I don't know if that was supposed to be down when I came in here, but I'll put it back up. There we go. I remember doing that. Okay. The other room that was the toilet area was actually clearly marked. That's coming up here in a little bit. So we got this nice corner area, you know, like sit here and chill kind of deal. I thought that was kind of nice. Nice relaxation room. Look out the windows. Okay, this fireplace is lit. So, pretty cool corner there. I did like that. Very large space here. We're going to watch some television. Whatever we're going to throw up here on our big TV screen. At least I imagine that's a big TV. Okay, again, we got more flags. And I will catch that bookshelf area there in the back, that shelving area with the mod or staff heads that was there. So we'll see that again here soon. There's just so much in this build to take in because this is massive. It's such a big build. I got like a bar area, brewery area. I thought that was kind of nice with the brew stands. Back of the staircase there with the cacti coming out, overlooking the area. Okay. not quite sure what's going on, what this room is supposed to be. But we do have paper. Maybe that's another bathroom area. I can definitely say I'm a fan of having things labeled out a little bit, kind of like how Bep's build had the signs. Like, here we go, this room is actually labeled. There it is, toilet. So we got the mirror in there. That was pretty cool looking with the packed ice. That's a nice touch. Water cooler right here. And we're coming around to the kitchen. We got the refrigerator. Yeah. Send over to get me a snack from this town hall. Cupboards and shelves and more brewing. A lot going on in here. I have no idea what Momo's doing. But I think we're both at this point like, what's going on with paintings? This is good time. Coming out here onto an area where we have like a landing or balcony all the way around. You can see that a massive Dutch flag there at the top. So we're just going to fly and check out the roof. We got some interesting items up here to help break things up. It's not just your slabs. So I thought that was pretty cool. Not sure what was going on there. Probably just a blank space. I'm just going to fly around and look for some stuff here. Because we haven't... actually, we did look at the basement, but I'm just looking at how things are getting down there. Again, scoping out the hidden redstone. Sometimes I do try to hide my redstone. Sometimes I don't. So it's always nice to see people take that extra little bit of time to make sure that their redstone is cleverly disguised, right? Especially if you want to have something that ends up in a build submission. So this is really well done. I do like Cyberdrain and Zivy's build. This is very large. It's quite large. I do like how they did that hanging redstone lamps right there. That was pretty classy. A lot of nice interior decorating skills throughout this entire building. I'm just going through inspect mode now because I want to make sure, as I've mentioned before, that I don't want to miss anything. You'll find out here very soon that in a minute I did miss a room when I was going through walking. So I'm glad that I do take the time to kind of cruise around and inspect just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Again, good use of carpet. We're starting to see a good bit of carpet usage help break up just seeing one texture spread about in a large area. So I do like that. I think that's a really good thing to do. Haha! The room that I missed. So let's go back out, and it's labeled Special Forces. Alright, so here we go. Gotta love getting glitched on a block. We'll just drop back in. Alright, so here we go, Special Forces. So we've got armor stands. I guess they're all out and about. They got their armor on. We got Pisa, Hypercube, Nile, Scotsman, Turtle Fairy, and Cyberdrain, all with their little beds in here. Again, new block. Okay, starting to see different textures. So I thought that this was pretty cool. Got the Special Forces room. And then I'm just kind of wondering if I had missed anything else right around this little section. So kind of going through, making sure I didn't. Now I'm all paranoid that I missed something else. And it just blows my mind how large this build is. I think this is the largest one out of all the contest missions. I do have to wonder where in Spawn something of this size would fit. And there's the shelf I was talking about with the various heads there. I think that's Synth Marie, Ty, Lorena, and Modest Tom in a glass case. I do like the overhangs with all the windows there. I think that's very well done. The quartz pillar was a nice touch to help accent the front. Alright, so let's take a look here. We've got our score sheet here in the beginning that I had put in place. There's the criteria right there. You saw it earlier. The only build that met all the requirements that I was looking for was Bet Beaches and Darsader. So congratulations on you guys for making sure that you met every of the 5 line items that I had. You met all of those. Every other build, you guys got a 4 out of the 5. And looking at this, Pisa and IR Ross and Cordius and Turtle Ferry, the secure basement area, only one method to get down there. Point were taken off from each of that. And for Cyber Drain and Zivy, the chest needed to be for intake, should have been a trapped chest. So, you know, these are all simple fixes, all in all in the end. Very good designs from everybody. It was really hard to take a look at the design, the infrastructure that you guys put together, the little knickknacks and odds and ends that you put in throughout your builds. It was really difficult to make a decision. You know, I really like the fact that I decided to take the time and record myself going through these and sharing my thought process as I walked through the build. And one of the reasons why I really like the first place winners build, which I'll announce in just a minute, is having that old school ImagineCraft feel kind of spoke to me. So I'd like to go ahead and announce that for first place it's going to be Cordius and Turtle Fairy. Congratulations guys, your build's number 1. Make sure you let me know which server, which voucher you need, 1, 2, or 3. And that's for both of you. So again, congratulations. Runner-up, second place, we were looking at Bet Beaches and Darsader. So congratulations guys, that was a really cool build. I like going through there. I did like all the signage and labeling. We did a lot with the space that you had put together. And then for number 3, third place, we have Pizza Murata and IR Ross. Great job guys. It was elegant. It was not a really large build. It was very simplistic as far as space. The torches are on the perimeter, the symmetry in your build. A lot of that I really did enjoy. So congratulations, you got third place. Cyber Drain and Zivy. The Dutch flag on the top there. Not sure if we were trying to make an official building for the Netherlands or if we were trying to make something for ImagineCraft. Couldn't tell if you were trolling me or if you were, you know, keeping it official for the Netherlands. So, wasn't quite sure what was going on there with the theme for being able to just throw this sucker and spawn. You guys did really well with the infrastructure of your place and the redstone. I did enjoy a lot of that. So congratulations to everyone for really well done designs and implementation of the rule set that I had put out there for the design specifications. So I wish more people would have participated. So Cyber and Civia worked something out for you guys. You spent a lot of time on that. I'll put together a 4th place package, if you will, and hopefully maybe we can get some more people that actually participate in the next sort of build event. So for duo, 2-person teams, you know, 4 submissions, you guys are all awesome. So congratulations. Really enjoyed the time that you put into your builds and the thought process. I know that every one of these builds took some time to put together. So again, congratulations to everybody, and I'll have your prizes here very soon. Thank you.